What's up, everybody? I had to provide the audio for that little sizzle video because it doesn't have any audio yet, but maybe it will eventually. Hello, everyone. It's Saturday night. Thanks for coming out. I am Ami Polit Sci-Funk, and I am here for the first time ever with a very special guest on Sunday Night Fights channel, Festive Long Johns. How are you doing?
Hey, Ami. Doing pretty good, man. Glad to be here. I'm excited.
We're happy to have you. It's nice to see a new face on the channel, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of you in the coming months for this little project that we have cooking. And as you guys can see, we have a poster right here. This poster is by TM Dutchy. He has been our lead artist on this project, and he is also the guy who provided many of those awesome fighter planes that you just saw in that slideshow. TM Dutchy has designed this really cool poster for our event that we are launching right now. It's called Operation Charlie Fox, and it's going to be a Company of Heroes 2 1v1 tourney that is going to be crowdfunded. Now, we've never done a crowdfunded event before at Kotu.org or on Sunday Night Fights channel, so this is a first. And we are going to launch some new site code that is going to allow you guys to contribute to the prize pool. But as you can see, spoiler, we already have a prize pool of $526.54 in the bank, ka-ching. So that's already there. That was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, that's a good head start.
So I have to give credit to where it's due. That prize pool was primarily provided by our early bird contributors. And our early bird contributors, our #1 contributor, he's been a benefactor for this website and our events for years. This is the guy that supported the custom map tournament. This is the guy that supported single-handedly our last big $1,000 tournament that we ran last December. And that is, of course, Dr. Vox. He is a lawyer here in Germany. He lives in Hamburg. He was a fan of the show. My first interaction that I ever had with Dr. Vox is he offered to send me a pizza during the finals of SNF 4 between DevM and Alliage. And there was a little trattoria across the street from me at my former apartment. And he actually phoned up that trattoria and he ordered 2 large pizzas and paid for them via, you know, like a German bank transaction or something. And so all I had to do was go across the street and 2 big, large pizzas were ready for me because you're always famished because you spend the whole day setting the stream up and futzing around with overlays and trying to get everything perfect. And then by the time it's time to go, you have no food in your belly. So that was the beginning, and it's been just like a downpour of like support from Dr. Vox since the very start. I mean, the custom map tournament, the $1,000 December tournament, and now he's put up, you know, he's like a level 110 contributor or something like that. He's, you know, like the benefactor through the max, put up the significant chunk of that prize pool. And then, of course, I also have to give a very special thanks to our other early bird contributors who, you know, these are guys that in the past they've approached me or Kotu.org saying basically simply, you know, we like what you're doing. How do we support you? How do we encourage you to keep doing what you're doing at Kotu.org? Because it is a lot of work and it doesn't have the greatest revenue thanks to, you know, I mean, we're only making a little bit from like Google AdSense and from some pennies from like YouTube and Twitch. And, you know, we spend so much time and effort on it. So some guys approached me and said, or approached Marco and said, you know, how can we support you? And we said, well, I don't know, you know, we love to run tournaments. So, you know, maybe, you know, become a sponsor for a tournament or something in the future. We're not sure. So we never knew really how to respond until we finally started putting this Operation Charlie Fox idea together. My staff has been working on it for over a month, maybe a month and a half. We started designing it and coming up with the name for it and stuff and making the poster and started working on the site code to facilitate it. And then just a week ago, I approached Dr. Vox, and he came through big time. And I also approached Sturmtiger Gaddafi, Wolf, and those 2 guys both kicked in as well. So they are the other early bird benefactors, Sturm, Tiger, Gaddafi, and Wolf. And let me just give us some background music here real quick. There we go. Just run that again. And so thank you very much to Sturm, Tiger, Gaddafi, and thank you very much to Wolf. And you might have witnessed Sturm, Tiger, Gaddafi supporting other events. He would kick into Romeo's recent like Starcross Kings and Starcross Cup, and I think he also created for that event he created a Coco Jambo Award. And I wanted to just mention a little bit about that as I'm talking about him, because the Coco Jambo Award. Do you know about this?
No, I don't. I just give it a little props to Gaddafi.
Yeah, total props to Gaddafi. The Coco Jambo Award is a prize that is like a special extra prize, a money prize that goes to the player who uses the most inventive non-meta strat. So Operation Charlie Fox will have a special Sturm, Tiger, Gaddafi Coco Jambo Award for the player who uses the most inventive non-meta strat in the main event. And
where did he get that name?
I don't know, but he gave me an image, like a GIF of two coconuts. So it's all about having big balls to try something that's not proven in the meta. All right, so also I gotta give a shout out to all the people that have shown up. I mean, like everybody was here early. Look at our artist Dutchie's in the chat. We got Love Nest. We got our new red admin Major Bloodknock is here. Antilles is here. How do you pronounce Upalemos? He's been watching SNF for like years and years and years. Onion Man is here. Theodosis, Turbo SQL representing Poland. Staffkey is here. Two of our most prolific tournament organizers of yesteryear are here in the chat right now. We got General Hell, who did all of the organizational work for Sunday Night Fight Season 4. And we have Creator, who is, of course, the mastermind of Rewind events and all of those tournaments that happened a few months ago. And so I wonder, will they come back? General Hell and Creator, will they come back to the KO2 scene? We don't know. Helping Hands is here, the most popular Company of Heroes 2 streamer, I think we can say hands down, across Twitch. Handsy. You watch Hands' stream?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't watch Hands' stream?
Right? He's a very entertaining streamer.
Everybody tunes in. Oh, yeah.
He's got the most followers now. He has more followers than we do at Sunday Night Fights. And Festive, this is a situation that you and I must rectify. Yeah. Let's see, I think I tweeted it recently. Hands has got something like 6,300 followers on Twitch, something like that. And I think we have about 5,300. So we're about 1K behind. But hopefully with Operation Charlie Fox, we can give him a run for his money. What do you think, Hands? We're coming for you. Be warned. Account Eliminator is here, the Reddit boss and prolific shoutcaster. You can see he is the guy who pretty much created the Company of Heroes 2 subreddit, and he moderates it and makes sure the right posts are pinned and so forth, and gives out the little flair to the important people. Love Nest is here, past tournament winner and great competitor. And also I noticed Love Nest he snuck in. He used we have a production site for Company of Heroes, for KO2.org. We have a production site, and we give staff the password to test things. And so Love Nest snuck in about an hour ago and made a donation. So he's going to be on the list right off the bat. And so we got best of luck from Helping Hands. We appreciate it. Easy's here, another great player who made a name for himself in the Alienware Arena tournament. So many cool people in this community, man. You guys are why we keep coming back. People try to leave the Company of Heroes 2 community. You can't leave. You just got to come back because there's so many cool people, just great people. I mean, Festive, this is interesting. Between you and me, this is the first time I've ever seen you before.
Yeah.
So you're a new face.
I'm reclusive.
Well, not anymore, because we're going to bring you out of your shell. Maybe you should tell everybody a little bit about yourself and where you're from and why you're interested in Company of Heroes 2.
Yeah, sure. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I've been playing KO2 since the beta. Played some vanilla KO. I do some shoutcasting here or there. We have a channel that I've been casting with my buddy Iceman Joker. Actually, cool story. Some of the guys from RNG kind of got together, and we've been gaming together for about a year. And I went up and met up with them in Germany, and and we
No
got
kidding.
some beers and hung out. Yeah, it was a good time, man. It was really cool.
Where exactly in Germany?
We went to Stuttgart first, and then I met up with a friend there, and then we all ended up going to Cologne and
Nice.
drank some Kolsch. And yeah, it was. I'm probably mispronouncing that. The beer they're famous for in Cologne.
Yeah, I know it.
It's yeah, it was really fun. Then he came down to Kansas City, and we
So,
went out.
so you met an
It's-
RNG clan member, and is he
Yes.
German?
Yes, he is.
So you flew here just to meet him.
Yeah, well,
And-
my girlfriend was traveling overseas already, so I was already going to be, on that side of the world. And I thought, yeah, I know these guys. We've been gaming for a while. We actually had a whole meetup. There was like 8 or 9 of us all got together and hang out for a while. It was pretty cool.
And you met through Company of Heroes, too.
Yeah, we all met through Company of Heroes.
That's what I'm talking about. There are so many stories like that. I mean, I was thinking before the stream of how many people I've actually met in person via this game. I met like a whole slew of people, Helping Hands included, in Vancouver about 2 years ago. But then also, like Marcus from Italy has come to Berlin to visit me, and I've gone down to Italy to visit him. And just a few weeks ago, Love Nest came. Actually, Love Nest is from around the Stuttgart region where you started. And he took a bus up to Berlin just to hang out with me. And, we did a little stream. I don't know if any of you guys caught it, but we did a little stream together. And I just think it's so cool that people meet through this game. And, it's not this idea of things being in real life, like IRL. Like there's the blur. There is no border between the gaming community and just real life. It is real life. So and you actually get to meet really cool people. So that I have to mention that Greatness and English Muffin met playing 2v2s in Company of Heroes 1 together. That's how they met. Like they were playing random 2v2s. And they got paired, and they kind of made friends, and they're like, "Oh, well, you want to do auto match together?" And then, months and months later, English Muffin moves from England to Virginia, and they are married and now have 2 kids.
Oh my god! Oh, that is insane.
So beware who you play 2v2s with, my friends. You never know what could happen.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's kind of funny because you mentioned, like I was telling my mom, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go over to Germany and meet some guys that I've been playing video games with. And she's like, what? She kind of paused for a second. She's like, are you serious? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm serious. She's like, how do you know they're not serial killers? And I was like, well, I don't, I guess. It could just be it could just be the long con. I don't know, but,
the long con. Nice.
It could end up in a basement somewhere, Mom. I don't know, but I'm going for it. I feel like you get a good feel for people. They're all just people, right? We all just love Company of Heroes, and want to hang out and drink beer together. So
Company of Heroes goes good with like German Pilsner and stuff. I think Love Nest and I can vouch for that personally. It's really nice to see everyone in chat. I think it's time to launch this thing. So here you see the poster, and we have a big news post, and we have a whole news system on Kotu.org. And I got Jan here on Steam. Jan, of course, coded almost all of it. Seb helped with some of the stuff. Seb is our coder god. He basically wrote Kotu.org from scratch. It's completely his custom code. He wrote everything. Like everything about it, like the way you look at the forums, how things are organized. I did most of the design, and Seb did almost all of the original coding. He and I labored for like 2 months, night and day, about 2 years ago, and basically created Kotu.org from scratch. So Seb is always around. He just made really cool server improvements. You should notice some speed improvements on the site. But Jan has come on in like the last year and just done unbelievable work. Not only for the site proper, but with the modding community and his news posts, and like working with Relic to make sure that modders can have tools and do the things they want. So huge props to Jan. I got Jan sitting here on Steam waiting for me to give him the magic word to export this stuff, and so I just typed it. I don't know how long it's going to take him. He might need to bug fix. Okay, everybody, don't go to Kotu.org right now. Just give it a second. Because the thing with the website is we only pay for a certain amount of like server power, and the way that the server gets bogged is when like 700 people all go to it at the same time, right? So don't go there right now. Guys,
refresh button.
guys, don't go there. I'm sure you're going there anyway. Here, let me throw those back up. I like those things. And so actually, yeah, I've got another card here that let's see. Whoa, that's showing all sorts of stuff. Here's what I want to see. No, not that. I want to see this. All right, here we go. Operation Charlie Fox. Maybe this can go over here. Here's the poster. You can see big version. Have I got everything right? Yeah. All right. So we're gonna open this news post with a quote from Bernard Montgomery. And his quote's actually, you know, it's funny because we decided on that quote before Relic released their hype video for the Brits. And this quote is actually in their hype video.
Yeah.
Bernard Montgomery said, "With stout hearts and with enthusiasm for the contest, let us go forward to victory." And we figured that was just like a perfect tagline for this tournament project. First crowdfunded ever tournament project that we got coming up. Because it's going to take enthusiasm for the contest from all of us to make this event a success. Alright, so I'm showing that now. The news post is here, and let's see on the live site how long it takes. Alright, it's live. I just clicked it. I clicked code2.org banner, and at the very top now, you can see. Let's see if I can show you guys this.
That is slick. That looks good.
I'm looking all over the place. Oh, I got so many windows open. I can't even tell you. I'm getting confused. Where's my option? All right, here we go. So at the top of the site, you can see we've got a new banner on the Portal homepage that actually has a live contribute button. There's my avatar. I already have a badge. I made a small contribution. I have a level 1 patron badge. I'll tell you guys more about that. But anyway, you can see our prize pool is at 526.54. And actually, you know, like since this is live, this is what we're doing right here, kind of, I noticed, is going to be like a telethon. Because I've got this little thing. I got this thing at the top that where, like, if I refresh it, if somebody makes a donation or a contribution, buy some levels, we can watch the prize pool go up. So I'm hoping that you guys will get on board, and then I can be like a telemarketer. Do you know any telemarketing techniques? Have you ever watched like those channels, like Q Channel, where they try to sell like half-rate diamonds and shit like that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, I have no idea.
Surely there's a right way to do this, but I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. I'd imagine it's something like being an auctioneer, maybe.
Yeah.
Rein it in a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get that auctioneer voice going. So there's this thing at the top of the site, and then also on every forums page, like if you go to the forums, then also on the right-hand side, we have a countdown right here. Wait, event in progress. Okay, that's the stream. That's happening now, of course. But then also there will be a countdown here, which I haven't got a chance to change yet, but there will be a countdown to registration. Registration is going to open in, I don't know, a little less than 2 months. And there will be this contribute button and the prize pool live. And so, what else can I show you? Let's read the news post together, shall we? Since that's what this is all about, and that's where all of the information is nicely organized into a news post. Okay, it actually has been set visible yet? Maybe it hasn't. I think I need to set it visible. It's still invisible. Alright guys, I'm going to publish this. You haven't seen it yet because it's not visible yet. Alright, set visible. These are my little admin operations at the bottom. Alright.
Behind the scenes.
So let's see if that worked. Not yet, because my date is screwed up. Alright guys, I gotta do some administrative tasks here. Perhaps you could tell another story, Festive, as I try to fix the date on this thing.
Okay. Alright, so my buddy Iceman Joker, the guy I cast with, he had never been camping before in his life. And so he comes all the way to America, and we're like, all right, what are the most American things we can do? Well, we'll go camping. Great, yes. Experience the great outdoors, be a good time. So we get there. They beat me there by like 2.5 hours, and they're hanging out, and it's starting to get dark, and we're in Arkansas, right? And he's, fresh to America, has no idea about anything. And by the river, there are just a whole bunch of pissed drunk rednecks just making a scene. They're just absolutely shit-faced, and I'm not there, and I have all the camping gear. So all they're doing is just getting drunk. That's all there is to do, is get drunk. So they're getting they're getting drunk with these rednecks, and I don't know if it was with the rednecks or not, but they're getting kind of nervous because it's getting darker and darker and darker. Anyway, long story short,
like some Southern Comfort kind of nervous.
Yeah, kind of just like, oh god, like
they're not gonna kill us and skin us, are they?
I don't know if you've seen Deliverance, but
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
yeah, right. That's not the image you want in your head. But yeah, it was cool. We actually on our last day there, we tied 3 inner tubes together with a floating cooler and just floated down the river for like 8 hours.
That sounds proper. That sounds like what you should be doing.
It was really fun. It was cool.
But like pull the rope. Like, give me that cooler inner tube. Where's the cooler inner tube? Rope it on over to me. All right. While you were telling that story, we got contributions. The prize pool. When I started the stream, it was at 526, and now it's at 583. So thank you, whoever that was. Awesome. I'm going to get to every single one of you and thank you personally after we go over this post. So, all right. So it's published now. You can read it for yourself on the Code2.org portal, or you can just enjoy the stream, kick back, and let me read it to you, shall I? All right. So we have the Operation Charlie Fox poster, crowdfunded tournament, 1v1, presented by Code2.org, powered by you. All right, do you remember the epic clashes we had during the Dr. Vox $1,000 tourney in December of last year? Have you ever forgotten the awesome weeks of the last Sunday Night Fights event? Do you still feel the heat of recent Star-Crossed Cups and Star-Crossed Kings tourney? Do you want to feel all of that again? Well, we, the staff at Code2.org, want you to give all of that tension and heat back, and we want to get you involved in the process of making this awesome tourney happen. We are going to attempt our first ever totally crowd-funded Code2.org event, and we hope that you will help us make it great. That little intro paragraph was written by our lead editor, Ficton Moped, so shout out to Ficton. Thank you for that. All right, the tourney format. Let's get down to the nuts and bolts. The tourney is open to everybody, first of all. That's, of course, very important. And it's an online event anywhere in the world. If you play Company of Heroes and are willing to wake up at the start hour, it might be, for Europeans it'll be easy. For Americans it'll be kind of easy. If you live on the West Coast, you're going to have to get up early. And Russians and Koreans, they might have to stay up pretty late. But anyway, if you can make it to the start time, you can play in this tourney. So it's open to everybody, and it will begin with an open qualifier 1 week prior to the main event, where players will compete in a single elimination bracket until only 8 players remain. So basically, a week before the event, we're going to do a 1-day single elim tournament with open registration. We'll take the registrations on Code2.org, you know, sign up, same as usual, post your Steam in-game name, etc. No smurfing allowed. And then you'll check in Steam group chat, and then, like, hopefully, I don't know, how many players might we get? My guess would be 128, maybe? I don't know, 200 players?
Oh, God.
I don't know. Yeah, the more it is, it's a little bit tricky to referee at the beginning when you have like 50 games being reported, and if there are disputes, it could be a task. But hopefully, we'll get a nice referee team together, and we'll be able to handle that. But anyway, who knows? Maybe it'll only be 64 players with the Coco Jambos big enough to throw their names in the hat, because you know who they're going to be facing festive at the end. They're going to be facing downright thugs like Jezelyn, OMG Pop, Love Nest, Cruzy, Barton. You know, we got some serious thugs up in Company of Heroes too. So they strike fear into the hearts of men. So I'm sure some people just like duck the whole idea of participating just because they know they could never fight one of these guys. But I have to encourage all of you, no matter who you play and no matter how many rounds you get through, it's always a great experience to play in a tournament. So no matter what skill level you are, I encourage you to throw your name in the hat. And even if, say, you get whooped by Aimstrong in the first round, which happened to me personally, that's why I always talk about Aimstrong, because that actually happened. I signed up for a custom Code 1 tourney on a custom maps, and I got Aimstrong in the first round. He just clobbered me, man! Like, for the first, 3 minutes, when all you do is build engineers and go cap a point, I thought I was doing pretty good!
Yeah.
You know? For the first 3 or 4 minutes, I was like, wait, he hasn't killed any of my shit yet. You know, it was like literally 4 minutes in the game. I'm like, hey, I'm doing pretty good. That's how scared I was. It's like, well, I capped a point? There's no way he could stop you from capping the first point, right? But I was so proud of myself. It's like, I capped a point against Aimstrong. And so let me just tell you, it's just great. And then, he proceeded to just crush me. But I'll never forget, it was a great experience. So I encourage you all to sign up no matter what skill level you are.
Now you can forever say that you got destroyed by Armstrong. So.
Exactly. I got destroyed by Swix. I don't know if you know Code 1 Legends, but Swix was this Russian player. He destroyed me. Anyway, I had some nice, memorable... You never forget. The wins you might not remember. But the losses, you remember forever, man. You remember those forever. All right, so 8 players. So basically, we're going to do a single elimination bracket down to... What is that? That's the quarterfinals, right? Where 8 are left?
Yeah.
Semifinals... 4 are left. Finals, 2 are left. Yeah, so quarterfinals, 8 players are left. So basically, when we get to the quarterfinals of this tournament, we're just going to stop. We'll seed it by your combined ladder ranking. Jan, my man Jan, has made this awesome, super intelligent spreadsheet that goes to Relic's ranks and pulls the data. And so when you sign up with your Steam name, our spreadsheet automatically fills in the data of your ladder rank, of your auto match 1v1 of every faction. And so we take all 4, or there will be 5 by the time we do this, there will be 5 factions, and then we amalgamate them all into an average ladder rank, and then we seed you by your average ladder rank. So this tournament will be seeded in that fashion, and if you just make it to the last 8, then you're good, then you're on to the next weekend. So when we get down to the quarterfinals, that will stop. And of course, this is going to be on a Sunday night. This is here's the date. We're going to start on Sunday, September 20th. It's the last 2 weekends of September where this tournament will take place. The first actual tournament day will be Sunday, September 20th. We also have listed this year, Sunday, September 19th. We plan, if we get enough contributions, you have to unlock this. We plan to do an opening ceremony, which will be an all-star game. It'll be a 4v4, and you guys will have to vote on who you want to play. So it'll be like a popularity contest, an all-star 4v4. So we'll have people submit, I recommend this guy, I recommend that guy, I recommend Helping Hands, and then we'll have everybody vote somehow, and we'll get the top 8 votes, and then we'll maybe pick team captains. Maybe the 2 top votes will have to be team captains, and they'll do a 4v4 show match. And Festive, you and I, perhaps we can shoutcast it.
That would be awesome.
Together on Saturday, September 19th. So that's a possible opening ceremony, if you guys are into that. All right, so back to the tourney format. So 8 players will move on to the main event, which is the second weekend. And the main event is going to be a double elimination tournament. That's something that we have also never done before at Kotu.org. Every tournament that I've ever run, both on Kotu.org and Game Replays, was always single elimination, just because of time practicality. Double elimination, it's it triples how long it takes. It's more than twice as long to run a tournament. And once 4 invited players will join the 8 players that qualify. So in the end, we'll have 12. We'll have a 12-man double elimination bracket over 3 days. And this is what a double elim bracket looks like. And the 4 invites will get seeds. So they'll go here, invite number 1, invite number 2, invite number 3, invite number 4. They'll go in those spots. And then the 8 that come from the qualification tournament, they will battle it out here at the beginning of the winner's bracket. And then if they lose once, they're not out yet. So that's this accounts for bad seeding. If we seed it wrong, you can lose once and then go down to the lower bracket and make it all the way back to the finals and actually win the whole tournament. So if you lose once, you go down here and then you start playing again. And so we'll get all these games with these 12 great players over this 3-day main event weekend. So that's a ton of games, ton of high-quality Company of Heroes 2 1v1 matches. And man, you guys, we have quite a list of shoutcasters already on board that are going to bring you all of this action, either live via our new OBS mode, beginning of 2014, either or 2015, 14, 15. Wow, getting old. Forget the years. When did OBS mode come out? Was it beginning of this year or beginning of last year?
God.
Beginning of last year, because December we obsed the December tournament. Wow, time flies. Man,
it's crazy. Has it really been a year?
That OBS mode has been out? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. No, I think it came out at the end of 2014, September-ish. That sounds right.
That's right. That sounds right. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, there will be lots of games, and casters like Festive or myself will be bringing them to you either live on our channels or via YouTube. There's going to be so much content. Hopefully, Maybe somehow we'll get them all casted. I don't know, some way or another. But we will try. So it's going to be a double elimination bracket. So most of this stuff will happen on the first Saturday. And then most of this stuff here will happen on the Sunday. And then the last thing that we'll see on Sunday night is the winners bracket finals. And that's always really hot because these guys went straight through, you know. These guys will be undefeated. It'll be the two, you know, like strongest players probably. And so that Sunday night, that's Sunday, September 27th, we'll do the winners bracket finals right here on Sunday Night Fights, of course. And then Monday night will be like the championship night. And Monday night we'll do the losers bracket final and then the championship finals. So you're bound to see, you know, 4, 6, 8, 7, 8, 9. You're going to see a lot of games on Monday night. And in that way we will crown our Operation Charlie Fox tournament champion. All right, prizes. Do you have this open, Festive? Maybe you want to read the prizes to everybody.
Yeah, I'll pull it up real quick.
All right, cool.
Second. By the way, people are freaking out in the chat about your mic. They're saying that you're using your that you're using your webcam mic instead of the one in front of your face. Love Nest is just absolutely he's blowing me up. It's very important to him apparently.
Is it too loud or too soft? That's all I need to know.
The issue is the quality, I suppose.
Maybe I'm peaking. I tend to, you know, when I do the tests, I speak like at a normal volume, and then when I actually do the show, I speak twice as loud. So, I'll turn myself down a little bit. Maybe that'll be better. How's this? I turned myself down. How's that? Is that better?
They're saying. Okay, we're getting.
Look I'm getting too loud, too soft, too loud. Okay, most people say too loud. It's probably too loud. So I turned down. So hopefully it's better now.
All right.
How's it now? People are saying it's fine. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about prizes. Go for it.
So, prizes. All right, so first place gets 50% of the prize pool. And I guess I should start by saying the prizes for the tourney depends on how much we throw down on this thing. Obviously, that's kind of the whole point of a crowdfunded thing. I shouldn't have to state that.
Festive, I have to interrupt. We're up to 644 already.
Oh my god!
So we started at 520 and now we're at 640. So we already unlocked the first stretch goal, but we'll get to that later. All right, go.
You were a little hesitant. To, you know, we were kind of setting high-end, you know, stretch goals, and you're like, yeah, I don't know about that. We should probably just see where we're going. I think we're going to blow those out of the water, but
I have no idea. I really have no idea.
But.
All right, let's talk about that split.
Distribution. Yeah. First place. I'm getting excited. I'm freaking out here. First place gets 50% of the prize pool. Second place gets 25%, and then we got a little bit of consolation prizes for third and fourth place get 12%, 7%, and then fifth and sixth place get 3% each. So even if you don't get first, you still get a little bit of the little slice of the pie. So we'll see.
We're paying out 6 places. That's more than usual. I think in the Dr. Vox tournament, we only paid out 3 places in our $1,000 tournament. So now we're paying out 6. So, I mean, always, you know, you want to grow and you want to pay out more and more places that give, you know, more players a reason, you know, to fight as far as they can get. So that's the idea with that. All right, I already talked a little bit about the schedule. We would like to open with an All-Star Game 4v4. And then you have the first Sunday, you're going to have an open quali down to the top 8. And then the next weekend, finals weekend, you get Saturday, Sunday, Monday, double elimination bracket. All right, 4 invited players. We already talked about that. Don't want to spoiler anything, but how could we not invite a guy like Jeslin, for example, right?
Yeah.
Let's just spoiler that. We won't do any more, but like an example of an invited player would be Jeslin. So you won't have to face him in the open quali. That's part of the idea about inviting some guys straight in, is that, you know, like they don't have to, like, you as a player don't have to get embarrassed by them, and they as like really good players don't have to waste their time. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, you're straight in. So a guy like Jeslin gets the honor of going straight in. So there will be some other. What is this wrong mic stuff? Wrong mic? Is it too low? Is it too loud or too soft? Is what I need to know.
I don't know. You're coming through fine on Skype. I don't.
Okay, hold on. Maybe it is not set up correctly. Hold on. Maybe I gotta. Oh, dude, they're so right. They're all you got to do is listen to them. They're calling it out. They're exactly right. Here, I can show you. Well, can I? Let's see. Yeah, I can show you. So it's on microphone webcam. They're so exactly right. These guys, our viewers are so pro, and it needs to be on. Line in. And now we'll reinitiate. Okay, hopefully I'm not going to break it entirely. All right, guys, how is it now? See, I don't know. See, I have no bearing now on how it is. I'm just hoping that it's better. What do you guys think? Is it better? Did I fix it?
No.
How's it? It's going to take a while for the chat to catch up, but how's it sound now? You guys called it. It was on the webcam mic. You were so right. General Hell, you sound so much worse now. Same, wrong mic. Switch it back. It's always something, man. It's always something. Click apply. Like Hans said, I didn't apply it. Okay, I'm gonna try that, Hans. I'm gonna try to apply it. Now I'm starting to sweat. It's so embarrassing, man. I did all the tests on. Dude, I did click apply. I clicked OK. I can restart the stream. That's what. That's maybe what I have to do.
Loveness says we're good. I think we're good.
Really? Loveness is our trusted audio advisor.
Yeah, apparently. He's messaging me on Steam.
Dude, I did click apply, man. What, you want me to show you myself clicking apply again? Is it okay or not? No, okay, I'm using webcam.
Needs to restart the stream for it to apply.
Alright, guys, I'm going to restart the stream. This gives me a headache. Okay. But I have to do what I got to do. Alright, I'm gonna stop and start. Be right back. Intermission. Be right back. Go check out, contribute. Go check out the web. Alright, we'll be right back. Here we go. Stopping the stream.